Hey everybody, this is Charlie with 1845 Barndominiums. So today we're going to answer the golden question of how much does it cost to build a barndominium in 2024? This is a question that we get asked each and every day, whether by phone, by email. And I know a lot of you viewers leave a lot of comments about how much does this house cost? We want to know the cost. Can you please tell us what the turnkey cost is for this home? As a custom home builder, that is very hard for us to do because A, we want to keep the privacy of the homeowner. We want to make sure that we're not revealing anything that is personal to them or private to them. But the hardest thing for us is it is a custom build. So any factor that changes in there, from countertops to floors, cabinets, anything in the design aspect that changes, that cost can change drastically with one click of a button. So it's very hard for us to just tell you a solid, hey, this is going to cost you this amount. But we are willing to share pricing information with you. If you contact us on our website, we will gladly tell you kind of a ballpark figure of what each of our home costs. So we're going to dig in today and tell you, how do we come up with these costs as far as our turnkey builds, shell builds, what do floor plans cost, and then what does it cost to get a kit package shipped to you from 1845 Barndominiums. All right, so first we want to talk about turnkey builds. How much does it cost to build a turnkey barndominium with 1845 Barndominiums? Now, we are referring to locally, which is 90 miles from our Hallsville, Texas office and around 60 or 70 miles from our College Station, Texas office. And of course, we do have a new location coming, but we're not going to reveal that to you until next week, so you'll have to stay tuned and find out where that is. But if we're talking 90 miles from Hallsville, Texas, in general, there are two ways that you can look at your pricing as far as a turnkey build. And just kind of a side note, turnkey means everything included, which means we're going to take care of septic, paint, all the interior finishes, all of the cabinets, hardware, everything like that. And we're going to hand you the keys ready to move in. So if we're talking that type of build, we break it down into three different sections, much like an appraisal from a bank. We would look at the heated and cooled space, your open porch areas, and then garage or shop areas. So if we look at heated and cooled space, most of the time, in general, we're looking at around $185 per square foot for heated and cooled or living space. If we go outside and look at porch space, that's like your front and back porches, carport areas, anything that is open that we're not sheeting in and enclosing, you're looking at around $30 to $35 per square foot for those porch areas. And then if we look at garages and shops, those can vary a little bit between $50 and $55 per square foot. A lot of that has to do with what type of insulation we're putting in and then how many doors, if we're doing windows. There's a lot of factors that can play into that cost. So kind of a recap, turnkey cost, heated and cooled area is around $185 per square foot. Porches or open carport areas are $30 to $35 per square foot. And then a garage or shop that is enclosed is going to be $50 to $55 per square foot. And again, that is locally within 90 miles of Hallsville, Texas. So the next thing we want to talk about is a shell build. And a lot of you may not know what a shell build or what that entails. And there are actually three different phases that we can offer in a shell build, which means basically we're going to put the building up for you. And again, we want to talk about radius a little bit with that too. Shell phases 1, 2, and 3, we would go 90 miles from Hallsville, again, much like a turnkey build. But if we are just putting that building up for you, dirt work, concrete, and erecting that building, we'll go out to about 125 miles from our Hallsville office and our College Station office. You're going to find out much further for our new location, but we're not going to tell you that until next Friday. So let's talk about what's included in a shell phase 1. If we were to do that, we were going to basically take care of your foundation, your concrete slab for the entire building, everything under roof, and then we would erect that building, sheet it and roof it, or put the roof sheets on, and then we would Tyvek wrap everything interior, and then we would have it ready for you to start the interior work. We consider that a shell phase 1. And if you were going to do that locally, it would be roughly anywhere from $50 to $60 per square foot, depending on windows and some other factors as far as the dirt work and things like that. So shell phase 1 from 1845 Barndominiums within 125 miles of our offices would be around $50 to $60 per square foot. All right, so the next phase of a build would be a kit package. If you're in the lower 48 United States and you've watched our channels and you've watched our socials and you're like, man, I would love to have an 1845 Barndominiums, but they just don't cover my area yet. So we want to talk to you a little bit about what if we were to ship a kit package to you. I'm going to use one of our homes, for example, let's say the Ranger floor plan, and you say, I would love to have that house built, but we don't cover that area for turnkey. We can ship a kit package, which would be the shell of that building. The exterior would look exactly like the Ranger. We would put porches on it just like the Ranger. The full package for the shell, we can ship those materials to your location, and you would need a local contractor there to probably erect the building. Now, we can offer to erect that building and provide the labor We would just need to know that ahead of time so that we can plan for that. But we have a lot of contractors and a lot of contacts all over the US that we can possibly utilize. And we will have one of our foremen go to your site and make sure everything is erected and engineered properly for a kit package. Now, you want to know about pricing, obviously. So the kit package pricing is roughly about $25 per square foot. It could be more or less, depends on the size of the building. There are factors such as the height of the building, the eave heights, the ridge height, and some other things of what size beams and purlins that we're having to use. So there are some factors in there. But in general, you're looking at about $25 per square foot. And then we are going to go into calculating the taxes and shipping for your location, all information that we will gather from you. But if you're trying to get an idea of, hey, can I afford a kit package or is it something that I can do? You can use $25 per square foot as a basic starting point for a kit package from 1845 Barndominiums. So let's talk about what's included in a kit package and what's not included. We get asked a lot, hey, are windows included? Are doors included? And all great questions. And it's easy to answer those questions for you. So I'm going to kind of go down a list for you real quick of what's included. We do include all of the mainframe steel structure, all the components as far as the purlins, the girts, all of your screws and bolts, all of your sheeting, all of your trim package. We do not include windows in the bid unless you're in the state of Texas. We can have windows drop shipped in the state of Texas, but outside of that, we really would like for you to provide those. We will provide a window and door schedule with a full set of construction plans that come with your kit, but you will need to order those locally to make sure that everything is up to code and you'll have no problem with permitting if needed. So I hope that gives you a little bit more insight on what's included in a kit package, all of the steel materials, everything that you need, all the framed openings, but we do not include windows, doors, or anything like that. Windows can be included if you're inside the state of Texas. All right, so let's talk about floor plans. We do have a lot of customers who are, hey, I have a contractor or I'm going to DIY this project. I just need you to draw floor plans for me because I love the Addison floor plan and we want to build that here locally. We are happy to help with that. So I want to talk to you a little bit how to navigate the web page a little bit with our packages. We get a lot of questions about what is the starter package, what is the gold, what is the platinum. So our starter package is exactly what it says. It's a starter pack for you. If you're trying to figure out, hey, will this house fit on my property? Is it even feasible for me to build this, or the room size is what we want? The starter package is exactly what you need. That package will include all of the interior room dimensions and the exterior slab dimensions for the build so that you can find out if the room sizes are what you want and if that slab will actually fit on the property or if we need to do some rearranging. If we go to the gold package, we're actually going to include a full set of construction plans, no modifications in the gold package, but we're going to throw in some 3D renderings as well. We're going to have 3D exterior fly around of the home, a 3D rendering of the front and the back of the home so that you can get kind of a hands-on look at what that's going to, the building would look like once it's completed. And then in our platinum package, you get the full set of construction plans. You get an exterior fly around of the building in 3D. You're going to get a 3D interior walkthrough of the living and kitchen space and the master suite, and then all of the other 3D renders that come in our other packages. So we have something for everybody. Just keep in mind the starter package, no full construction set in that. That's just to get you started. The gold and platinum package, you're ready to build with those packages. So let's talk about if you want modified plans. Say you see the Addison plan and you want to modify that plan. We're happy to do that. It's hard for us to do that through the website. We would ask that you would contact us and let us know that you want to purchase a modified set of plans. Those are $1,500. So it's a flat rate and we do 3 rounds of modifications for you on the interior or exterior design of that project. If you have a fully custom build and you say, hey, look, I've drawn this out, we have a custom build or we have one from somewhere else that's not one of your stock plans, we can handle that as well. If you'll provide us with a PDF of what your design looks like, we would charge $2,500 for a full set of construction plans for a custom build with 1845 Barndominiums. So to sum up everything that we've talked about today as far as the cost to build a Barndominium, we talked a little bit about turnkey builds. Again, $185 per square foot for the living space. We talked about porches. We talked about garages, things like that. We're trying to share as much information as we possibly can. I know that our viewers would love for us to just reveal the exact cost of every build that we put online, but we just cannot do that. We want to respect our homeowners' privacy. And again, we are a custom home builder. We do not do spec homes or cookie cutter homes. We want to make sure that we're not deceiving you in any way, and we try to be as transparent as possible. And the cost of a build can change with one click of a button or one change of an interior finish, and the cost changes. If you want to get more information about the cost of a build, we're happy to share that with you. We can give you a ballpark figure of what it costs to build each of our floor plans if you'll just reach out to us and let us know. Just understand that we're giving you a rough estimate at that time. And we are going to open a new office, and the pricing out of that new office has not been firmly established yet. So we are referring to locally here in Hallsville, Texas. And I know you're waiting for us to tell you where that office is going to be, but we're not going to tell you until next Friday. And there are a lot of you that are going to be really, really excited to find out where our new location is. I hope we shared some information with you that's helpful today. Thanks for watching. This is Charlie with 1845 Barndominiums.